Welcome to our i24 Client Portal instruction video. The first step to access the portal is, of course, to get connected. The link is clients, so clients.i24image.com. The link is also accessible on our website, which is i24image.com, via the client login button right here. The first page will be the client login page. You can now enter your username and password, and once done, click on the Sign In button to access the platform. On this home page, you will see a short welcome message that is also there as a reminder to know what sections can be used for which function on the left menu. If you use the platform from a phone, a tablet, or a smaller resolution computer, it is possible that the left menu isn't visible. To make it appear, click on the three lines at the top left. On a full-screen computer, you could also use the three lines to make the menu appear or disappear as you prefer. Please note that if you have multiple accounts under the same username, the drop-down menu at the top left will give you access to switch on any of your other accounts. Let me now present you the portal options. The message sections allow you to view the message taken by your team on your account. There are some filters provided to facilitate your search with the moment the message was taken by your team. You can also download all or a portion of your messages via the download button. To download a portion of it, just select a few messages via the checkbar on the left of the message and then click Download Selected. Let's now look at the directory section. This section allows you to view the contact available to our team as well as their contact information. You will have access to the exact list our team has, and by clicking on the names, you will be provided with their contact information, either phone, SMS, or email address, or any other contact method you provided to our team. Since our scripts need the details available in the Directory tab to be entered in a specific way, and to avoid any problems with the functioning of your custom script and the distribution of your messages, modifying the information in your contact directory can be done by contacting our team via service@i24image.com. You won't be able to make the change yourself via the portal. Let's now look at the call log section. These sections allow you to listen to the calls answered on your account. The first step is to enter the dates for which you want to see the calls. First, we select the start and then the end date. We now click on Search for Calls, and the result will then be displayed. Note that the calls will be displayed in two sections. Calls from the last 7 days will be at the top section. Any call older than that will be at the bottom archive section. You will see different data from the calls, so the date and time the call was received, the duration of the call, the client name and account number, the name of the agents who took the call, the caller ID, and the call number. You have two options. The Details button will provide you with basic information on the call. The Voice button is where you can find an attached audio that you can either download directly with the download button on the left or click on Voice to listen to the call prior to the download. Let's now look at the On-Call section. This section will be useful if your account is built using one or even more on-call schedules for your team. This is where you'll be able to assign who will be your on-call employee or team member for each period or territory. Under Schedules, with the little arrow to the right, you will be able to see all of your various on-call schedules built to meet the needs of your account. It will be important to select the schedule you wish to work on. If your account is built on a single shift schedules, it will be already selected by default. First, we have to select the shift we want to assign an on-call on. I will do so on the following week. Based on your needs, your shifts could be weekly, monthly, or daily. It's really up to you. I click and now I can see the arrow on the left identifying the selected shift. You can see at the top the Assign, the Override, and the Unassigned buttons. The Assign button is used to identify who's the person on call in your team for the selected shift. It is pretty simple. We click on Assign and then select the name of the on-call to be assigned from the drop-down. In the rare case the person you want to assign to be on call is not in your directory or is in your directory but does not appear in the list of person you can assign to be on call, please reach out to your team as we we'll either need to add the contact or add the roles for it to be on call. If you want to add a comment, you can also do so. We like to use it on our hand to keep track of the changes. Let's now think about the situation where Luke has an emergency and need to be replaced as the on-call person at the last minute until tomorrow morning. That's where the override button will be useful. Make sure you are still on the shift you want to act on. Click on Override. Let's pick from when to when the override will be applied. Careful, the override must occur between the beginning and the end of the shift on which a temporary change is applied. Depending on your situation, more than one override could be needed to obtain the results you want. In any case, you'll get an error message if you try to go outside those dates. So let's put the end date for tomorrow morning. Patrick as the replacement. Let's put a comment to keep track. Then I save. And we can now see that Luke is being replaced by Patrick until tomorrow by 7:30 a.m., where Luke will be back on call. The unassigned button gives you the possibility to erase an override. So I click on Patrick, on unassign, and this will put back Luke as the primary on-call. Let's say it's not Luke at all that we want on call anymore, and we want to make it empty again. So we could also click on Luke unassign, and then the shift will be empty and ready for a new on-call. You can also see more buttons at the top like View, where you can see by day, by week, or by month, whichever view you prefer. You also have Search, Comment to add notes to your schedule, or even Save as PDF, which could be super useful if you pick the view by month and then save as PDF. So you now have a nice calendar view you can share with your team if you don't already have a system for it. The other options let you change the way you see the on-call calendar based on some filter. Coverage will provide you the on-call total of hours for each employee. Another nice perk of the system is the calendar colors. It allows you to quickly see if any of your shift remains unfilled. If the day is green, it means that the shifts have a person assigned. If the day is yellow, it means that some shifts have a person assigned and others are empty. Like the example I did, the past week was with an on-call and the following week didn't have any. So you will need to assign a person for proper functioning of your call. If the day is red, it means that all the shifts are empty and a person must be assigned to ensure the smooth running of your calls. Do not forget to look at the schedules if you have more than one, so you can select the correct place to assign your on-call and make sure everything is filled correctly. Settings. These sections allow you to reset your password if needed. Please note that i24 does not have access to your password if you have changed it. However, we can assist you by resetting your password again for you. Feel free to contact us if you need any assistance or have any questions about our i24 client portal.